let's go talk about the recession. So this week, nearly unanimously, you had the major banks nearly unanimously expecting the Fed, as I said, to raise rates a quarter point, and Jerome Powell and his fellow Fedsters, see inflation taming, meaning they may not see inflation going up anymore, maybe getting tamed. And as I pointed out, not raising rates June 13th, 14th, July 25th, 26th, or September 19th, 20th, and maybe a rate drop on October 31st, November 1st, which means that Cinco de Mayo should be a happy day this week. Let me tell you, you're going to see something. I believe you're going to see it. So the BizDoc is calling this. I think this week's culminating Cinco de Mayo, you're going to see a bit of a stock rally, because I think they're going to be happy to hear that Jerome Powell's only raising a quarter. They're assuming a quarter, so what they like to say is that is built in. So in other words, the pricing for most stocks that have volatile exposure to financial markets, which is just about everybody, unless you don't need to raise capital and you're just flush with your own capital, like Apple would be, and so you don't necessarily get impacted by the Fed as much as other companies. Nonetheless, I think Cinco de Mayo, we're going to see a little bit of a rally this week. And so Cinco de Mayo, everybody having a margarita and toasting to the fact they think the rate increases are over and they think it's going to be a flat summer and maybe we see things coming back. So we always talk about this, but I want to show you this. This is very, very cool. Give me my pie chart here. 2/3 of economists. There we go. 2/3 of economists expect a U.S. recession, a downturn in the next year. Well, we're sitting here May 1st, and a downturn between now and May 1st. This is why I keep saying Q3, Q4, some of them think it's then. Q4, Q1, some of them think it's then. But you have 67 saying going to be a recession, 13% saying soft landing and minor recession, and then 20% saying a hard landing, but not a recession. And what a hard landing is, more unemployment, a lot of a strife happening at the consumer level, but we don't actually have a recession. But we do have a time where we have to build up jobs again, so a lot of people that lost those jobs can go find them, and it may result in geographic migrations of people looking for those jobs, specifically to Sunbelt states that seem to be doing so much better. So when we talk about this, this is what I mean. And this is Bloomberg, Survey of Economists, April 21st to 26th last week. So thank you to the folks at Bloomberg. We're using their chart here to convey it. But you can see, so people are, like I say, there's a lot of people saying this. And so then you get politicians and government saying, oh, we don't see a recession next year. Some of those people need that to be true because they're worried about approval ratings for Congress, approval rating for the president. You know what? We're looking at a bunch of people who make a living off money markets and the financial markets, and this is what they're seeing. And so I'm kind of with them, but I do think Cinco de Mayo's, we're going to end this week on an upbeat in terms of we're looking to the future that is going to be so much better, but we're not going to be out of the woods. As a matter of fact, we still may see more layoffs and the impact of the recession itself. So be careful who's celebrating. It doesn't always mean that it's good on your street. So that's, you know what, we should write that down, make a t-shirt. So be careful what you celebrate, because it may be that things aren't going good on your street. Even though you're feeling layoffs, you're seeing the stock market up, and you're seeing people saying that the real estate market may be getting a little better toward the end of the year, and mortgages may get a little better, but you may not be feeling it at your company that laid you off and on your street. This is normal. You may even feel the effects of recession. But people that are celebrating says that eventually it can get better for even you where you're living if you're in a tough market, tough city in the U.S. that gets a hard impact. It's going to be a tough year, I think, for a lot of people, but I think this time next year, we're going to be coming out of it. I don't think it's going to be like roaring like the 90s, but I think it's going to be a better place.